So I can be AFK with my bank alt, and it don't really matter for my main playtime on my main character. So like the time I'm using right now doesn't really count. But I mean, I guess it would count. If you're going for world first or server first to 60, then yeah, you wouldn't want to waste time on your bank alt. Maximize rest sickness, 1 to 20. I'm not really quite sure what you are asking for on that. My leveling guides have it so that death warps happen so that once you death warp and you're in rest sickness, usually during the rest sickness you don't need to kill any mobs. It's all timed so that once you die on purpose, the rest sickness happens like when you're turning in quests, flying to the next area, or doing something that involves not killing mobs. So all that stuff is timed really well throughout my leveling guides. You struggle with my alliance guide as a priest? Oh man, if you have like a list of quests that you've had problems with, feel free to send that to me throughout the submit guide bug report on my website, and I'll look into it and I'll see what I can do about that. Like, I'll look into all my suggestions and bug reports and see if there's anything that I can do to alterate my guides to make it better. Why do I have 5 times the amount of viewers I normally have? I actually don't really know. I don't know what's going on. When I went to sleep last night, I think I had like 1,200 viewers. And then when I woke up this morning, I had 2,700 viewers. I'm like, what the heck? Somebody must have raided me or something happened. But yeah, I guess there was a Reddit post. I think I did get raided by someone that gave me like, I think it was like 200 viewers or something. But yeah, that definitely surprised me. Like right when I woke up and I looked at that, I'm like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, also the classic hype is really building up too. I mean, it's classic's gonna launch in like what 9 days from now. It's getting really close. Yo, Regal Fuge. Thanks for 2 months in a row with Twitch Prime. Really do appreciate it. No, the bank alt's playtime does not count towards my main character's playtime. No, it's a separate playtime that doesn't count. I guess, I mean, it would count with your time span. Like the actual time span, they would count for that. That's like, there's 2 separate timings for like running WoW. Your playtime and then your time span, like how long, the total amount of time it took you to get even when you're logged out. Yo, finally donated $10. Whoa, thank you. It's not much, but I just wanted to thank you. Thank you. Thanks for that. Thank you. Fastest class to 60. Probably Hunter. I guess it's possible that a mage AoE grinding might be faster. We don't really know yet. At least I don't know yet. But I still think hunters are the fastest from 1 to 60 in Classic WoW. On private servers though, mage AoE grinding is clearly the fastest, like by far. Like there's like mages are exploiting stuff on private servers to AoE grind really efficiently, but it's not working like that on Classic WoW though. So it seems to me like hunters are still the fastest now, but we'll find out for sure though once after Classic launches. Hey, D Howls. D Howls. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Do I die at all by accident? Yes, I actually have a bot command that tells you the deaths. That goes through all the deaths that I went through in this run. The first death was at level 36, Arathi Highlands. In Vanilla WoW, it's so easy to die in this game. You guys are all going to be dying in this game. Unlike in Modern WoW, where you just don't die. This game, you're gonna die. Get ready to die. I'm probably gonna die too. I'm probably gonna die a number of times. It's gonna happen to all of us. This game is a challenge. This game is not no easy grind. It's not no easy walkthrough. It's definitely harder than Modern WoW. You're going to die. Prepare to die. Some of you may die over and over and over again. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna be on a PvE room called Peggle. And yeah, it was like earlier this year where I was contemplating between going on a PvE or a PvP server, and the more I kept thinking about it, the more I realized that, yeah, I need to do PvE. There's so many reasons why I'm going to be choosing PvE. For one, I'm a speed leveler. My whole purpose is to get the 1 to 60 as fast as possible, and I'm trying to avoid PvP altogether, because I'm just speed running from 1 to 60, and that's my only objective. I'm trying to avoid PvP altogether. Secondly, I'm going to be streaming. So that's huge too. I don't want to have to deal with stream sniping. The whole thing didn't make any sense going into PvP for my situation. Plus, after I hit level 60, I will be able to test the game out freely on a PvE realm. I'll be able to do level and guide work, like testing out different areas and stuff, freely without being ganked. So that also looked very appealing for me. So yeah, PvE it was for me. But yeah, for the average player though, I recommend doing PvP. Like that's where a lot of this game is. The big fun aspect of this game is actually doing PvP. So for your average player, I recommend PvP servers. But for my situation, PvE was just way more appealing for me. All the servers I did back in the day, though, those were all PvP. Like this server here you guys are seeing now, this was PvP. But I didn't have to worry about stream. I didn't stream back then because there was no streaming service, so I didn't have to worry about being stream sniped. And also, I was always 10 plus levels above everybody else on the entire server, and I didn't have to worry about anyone trying to gank me. I actually don't recall anyone ganking me during any of my runs back in the day because of that. In fact, there was runs where I was ganking people because I was just so much higher level than everybody else. Yo, Coop, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Did I ever die unintentionally? Yes, there's a bot command called Deaths. that goes through all the accidental deaths I had in this run. And actually, you know what? Considering I only had 5 accidental deaths in this entire run, that's actually really, really good. It's hard to go through this game, 1 to 60, only dying like 5 times. I'm actually impressed by that. Like, I don't even think I'm going to be able to do that in Classic WoW. I have a feeling I'm probably going to die more than 5 times. Only dying 5 times is insanely good. I was extremely cautious throughout my old vanilla runs. It's like I was trying really hard not to die. And I have a feeling I'm probably going to die more than 5 times in Classic WoW. Like, I can see that coming. Like, especially with the beta, with the test run I did during the beta. I died many times than what I wanted to. I was being overly aggressive though. I was trying to be more aggressive than I normally was. That was probably getting me killed. Probably for my Classic launch run though, I'm probably going to be a little bit more careful though than what I did in my beta run that I did. This video is going to be played back twice, back to back, and the timing is set up so that's going to end about an hour and a half or so, right when Classic comes out. That's how it's going to end, an hour before Classic comes out, so I'm just going to be played again. So this is also the first time I've ever played this video twice back to back on my Twitch channel. And it's also the first time I'm actually doing voice commentary during it. I've never done either of those two before. What time on launch do the realms open? There is a web page out there that shows you the time zones and stuff where this game will launch in your time zone. If anybody wants to link that, feel free. I don't really have it on hand right now. Should probably get a bot command for that.
How you doing?
Also, right now, like I'm just sitting here just talking to you guys just nonstop. But I'm about to get back to my guide work here in a little bit, which means I'm gonna be talking a little bit less, gonna be focusing more on my guide work. But yeah, I wanted to spend like maybe an hour or so just being able to just talk nonstop. And I'll probably do that later on as well, like when I want to take a break from just working on the leveling guide. Then I'll come back and I'll put the let's talk there in the top left, and that just lets you know that like all I'm doing, my sole focus right now is just looking at the chat and answering questions and stuff like that. But pretty soon though, I'm about to get back on my guide work, and there's going to be less talking. But I still will be looking at the chat somewhat and answering some questions here and there. But yeah, when I'm working on the guide though, I spend a lot of efforts just trying to work on the guide. I'm gonna be doing that off and on. I'll probably be doing that off and on over the next 9 days. Like let's talk, and then it'll be on the one that I use when I'm working on the guide is called I could be available. On the top left where it says I could be available, that means I'm working on the guide and I'm looking at the chat somewhat and answering questions somewhat, but not like all my focus would be on that. But like right now, like when I'm just talking, I'm just looking, all I'm doing right now is just looking at the chat and talking. I'll probably just keep flip-flopping back and forth between that throughout the next 9 days. Where can you download this video walkthrough? It's on YouTube. The whole 1 to 60 video is on YouTube. And also there's 2 versions. There's an edited version that's speeded up that also has pure ownage playing in the background. I still, till this day, have no idea what was going through my mind when I decided to put pure ownage on the edited version. But anyway, that's on there. But there's also the unedited version, the same one you guys are seeing right now. It's on YouTube. However, the Twitch stream has slightly higher quality than the one that's on YouTube, and I don't really know why. I guess when it got uploaded to YouTube, they must have alterated the video somehow, and it kind of slightly lowered the quality. It's not by much though. I was 26 years old during this run. Did I use add-ons? Yeah, there's a Bachman called Vanilla Add-ons. Yeah, so the Vanilla Add-ons bot command tells you what add-ons I used for Vanilla WoW. I also have another add-on, another bot command called Add-ons that tells you what add-ons I'll be using for Classic WoW. Is my Warlock guide as good as a Hunter? I think so. I mean, I went through it myself and tested it out, and it flowed really, really nicely. It also gives you the option to get the Fell Hunter or not, but the guide recommends skipping it if you're speed leveling. And it covers everything pretty nicely, like whether you're a speedrunner or not. Yeah, the 1 to 60 Horde Warlock steps are fully implemented into my Horde leveling guide. But the Alliance, though, only has 1 to 12. The class steps for all the other classes on the Alliance guide will come later. I just didn't really have enough time to get all that stuff done. There's still so much work I need to do on my leveling guides. Classic WoW live guys? I never looked at that. I don't know. Oh, what zones am I working on my leveling guides right now? I'm doing the 40 to 45 stuff. I'm basically going over all the notes and stuff I wrote down during the last beta test. From the, they increased the level cap in the beta from levels 40 to 45, and I spent that time going over the content in that, and I'm going over all my notes right now and tweaking that section for my leveling guides. One of the biggest things was that in Swamp of Sorrows, all those elite dragons around the lake in Classic WoW are actually non-elite. So you can kill those dragons for the Dream Dust in the Swamp Quest. That made me change the routes for that a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately, the 45 to 60 will be untested for Classic WoW. But the guides will still be usable. I mean, they're still going to be usable. You're still going to get definitely a lot of use out of it. I mean, things may not line up perfectly in certain situations, but for the most part, things should be pretty accurate. At least most of it should be. And that's actually going to be one of the first things I'm going to do after I hit level 60, is quickly go over all the notes and screenshots that I went through in the 45 to 60 range and get all that stuff fixed up as fast as possible. Like, even before I start making the Hall of Fame for the 1st to 60s across all the realms. That's one of the first things that I wanted to achieve, is get the 45 to 60 all patched up and fixed for Classic WoW as fast as possible. Was I ever part of Doogie Guides? No, I never did anything. I never did any work for them. They do all their own work. A much level difference between Orc and Troll Hunter. I went through a lot of details about that on my tips and tricks page on my website. If you scroll down near like the kind of like the bottom of the Hunter section, you can see a whole big part about that. Generally, there's not much of a huge difference, but I think the berserking ability is really nice for trolls. What was my sleep schedule during this run? I have a bot command for that, it's called sleep. Basically, I did this run in a 7-day span and slept around 3 to 6 hours per day.
I cannot carry any more of those.
Yeah, I've already typed out the sleep command, that's why it's not coming up. It only comes up like every 40 seconds, so it don't get spammed. When will my Alliance 1 to 60 be complete? I get asked that about once every couple minutes. My Alliance guide will be done really soon, probably on Tuesday. It'll be available fully on Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, was a couple days from now.
That would be stealing.
Why is this video 4:3? Because this was recorded in 2006. Back in 2006, 4:3 was the normal resolution for most monitors. Actually, like 90, I think it was like 99% of monitors were still 4:3 back in the day. Yeah, I used a CRT monitor when I recorded this run. Will my Alliance Guide work as a template for duo leveling? Yes. I've actually had people go through my Alliance Guide and saying that the duo leveling worked very nicely, and they thanked me for the fact that I put a lot of quests into the guide that requires 2 players in order to do them. They said that they were able to do all the 2-player quests and level very efficiently thanks to that. So yes, my leveling guides have been tweaked over the last year and a half to be more duo leveling friendly. What recording program did I use to record this? It was Fraps. Fraps is what I used. And the thing with Fraps was that the raw video files were literally uncompressed. Like, there was no compression, like, at all. And the files were humongous, and they would fill up my hard drive in about an hour and a half. So the way I had to record this was, I had to log out of the game like every hour, transfer all the video files to another PC to be compressed, and then I deleted the raw files on the fly, simply because I didn't have enough hard drive space to store them. It was a really crazy process trying to record this video. It was not easy to record this. I actually had to practice recording just to get this done. I had to buy extra hard drives, and I needed a ton of CPU power just to compress all the videos. Like, this was definitely no easy task to record this in 2006. You know, programs like Twitch did not exist. Streaming programs were not a thing at the time. Hard drives were very, very shallow in disk space. Fraps was crazy on the raw files that was created from it. I actually had to record in half the resolution than what I was playing at in order to like make this work. So this is actually what you guys are seeing is half of the resolution than what I was actually playing at. Yeah, this is also the only full 1:60 vanilla WoW video that exists out there. There's no other video that is a full 1:60 run. I mean, I can understand that. I mean, it was hard to record this video. And I'm glad it all turned out pretty well too. Like, there's no like major mistakes. I was able to get everything done. Everything was recorded. Yo, Treed Meister. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. And Babinski, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Much appreciated. Yo, Aru, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you guys so much. Really do appreciate it. Slashum, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Whoa, you guys are getting a bunch of subs all of a sudden. I can't keep up with this. Liscott, thanks for the sub. Future Grim, thanks for the sub. Mozzie, thanks for the sub. Buns, thanks for the sub. What is going on? Column, thanks for the sub. No heals for you, thanks for the sub. Thank you so much. Andrew, thanks for the sub. Kolonos, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. What is going on? Skeets on your teats. Thanks for the sub. Tenlail, thanks for the sub. Crypto, thank you for the sub. Buff Danglin, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Alright, thank you guys so much. Heart Flush. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. That was a lot of Twitch Prime subs. What is going on? What is happening?